Alright, so today we are going to discuss about 2022 January T1 paper. So let's go with the first question. So it's about an integration question. Alright, so I hope you can hear me well. Alright, so the first question is about integration. So how do you integrate this? How do you integrate? Hmm? Hope you can see clearly. So how do you integrate? 8 over 5, 8 over 5 x to the power 3 plus 1 is what? 4, right? 4 divided by 4 minus, so this part you need to take the x up, so it's going to be minus 2 over 3 x to the power minus 4 minus 2 over 3 x to the power, what's minus 4 plus 1? Minus 4 plus 1 is what? What's minus 4 plus 1? Minus 3 divided by minus 3 minus 1x. So what do you get when you simplify this? And don't forget this term, plus c. So if I simplify this, I get, I can multiply with the phone, so it's gonna be 1 and 2. So 2 over 5 x to the power 4. Let's join the other one. 2 over 5 x to the power 4. Okay. Right. Okay, 2 over 5 x to the power 4 minus what? It's plus, right? Because minus minus is plus. Plus 2 over 9 x to the power minus 3 minus x plus c, or minus 1x plus c. So that's not a hard part, right? Hope that's not a hard part for you. Okay. Okay. So next one. There's a setting being changed, so I can't leave the entire board. Okay. Hope you can see the question. Can you all see the question? Is it visible?
Visible.
Okay, great. Because like today some issue is there. I can't view the entire screen. So first, what are they asking? You need to make it do the complete in square. So I can write it in terms of the quadratic. So I just wrote x squared ax squared plus bx plus c. So I can take the minus 2 out. So it's going to be x squared minus 2 into what is, it's plus 2x, right? Because minus 2 into plus 2 is minus 4 minus 11 over 2. So if you multiply the minus 2 everything only, you get the top term. Okay, after that I keep that minus 2 outside and do the complete in square for the inside. So half of this is 1 squared minus 1 squared minus 11 over 2. Got it or not?
Got it.
Okay, now expand with the 2. So minus 2 x plus 1 squared, and this term is going to be what? What's minus 1 minus 11 over 2. What's it gonna be? Minus 1 minus 11 over 2. Hmm?
Minus 13 over 2.
Minus 13 over 2.
13.
So since I am multiplying this with this minus, so minus 13 over 2 into minus 2 is what? Plus 13, right? So did you understand how to write that now? So that's going to be what then? 13 plus, sorry, 13 minus, I'm just going to write the number in the front, 2x plus 1 square. Got it or no? Any doubts? Any person has doubts? Vivek? And we have a new one, Nelly. You have any doubts? Elaine, right?
No, sir.
Next part is sketch the curve y equals fx. So whenever you get this, what do you call, complete in square, you know what is the turning point, right? So what is it, an N shape or a U shape? It's a, first thing, how do you know that? N shape or a U shape? Can you see this minus 2x squared? So it's a N, not U, because if it's plus x squared, it's U. So then when x is 0, what is y? X is 0, these two are 0, y is 11. I'm gonna mark that. Okay. Then when y is 0, what is x? And turning point is what? Turning point is gonna be minus 1 comma plus 13. So minus 1 is somewhere here, plus 13 is somewhere here. So I can draw a curve like this. Did you understand or no? Any questions of sketching the curve? And this coordinate is minus 1 comma 30. Any questions? Nelly?
Sir, how did you
No,
get
sir.
minus 1?
Yeah, how did I get minus 1 comma 30? When you get a complete in square, we can judge the opposite of x. So it's minus 1 opposite of x because it's inside the bracket. Then the outside term is 13. So that's the y value plus 13. So minus 1 comma 13 is the turning point. Whenever you get something like, let's say, a x plus b squared plus c, then what is the turning point? Minus b comma c. Got it or not? From
Got it,
completing
sir.
square, you can find the turning point. That's the thing which you have to know. Then find the line of symmetry. So line of symmetry is easy. It's gonna go exactly from the middle of that place. What's that line then? X equals minus 1, right? Is there anyone who doesn't understand? So it's x equals minus 1. Anyone there who doesn't understand this? Vivek? Hope
Sir, I
everything.
didn't
Sir,
understand.
I
Can you
understood,
explain
sir.
it?
Which part didn't you understand?
How did you get x as minus 1?
X as minus 1 because turning point taken, like, if you know this is the N shape, line of symmetry will go from the turning point. So what is the turning point x coordinate?
Okay, okay.
X is minus 1.
Minus 1.
So that's how I
Okay,
know
okay.
this
Got it.
is line of
Thank you.
symmetry. Okay, let's move on to the next part. If this is not clear, say me. Today I can't view the entire complete board. I have to change the settings once again. Okay. If the board, I hope board is clear for you, right? Okay. So if express fx in the format of this. So how do you do that? Any, how do you, अभी expand करो maybe. You have squares. So what do you get when you expand? Don't think I can, you get x squared plus root 2 squared. I know most people do that. That's wrong. How do you expand? Come on, expand can. You write two brackets, right? Let's make it a bit smaller. So x plus root 2, x plus root 2, x squared plus what? X root 2 plus x root 2 plus 2, because root 2 into root 2 is root 4, which is plus 2. X squared plus 2x root 2 plus 2. Are you okay with that part? Ilanga fraction. 3x minus 5 root 8, and you expand it with what? 3x minus 5 root 8. So what do you get then? 3x into 3x, 9x squared. Then 3x into 5,
13.
yes, minus 15 x root 8. I minus 15 x root 8. Last one is what? Plus 25 into 8. So what is 25 into 8?
200.
Yes, plus 200. Now is the tricky part. Numbers add. So I can add these two. So they are gonna be, that's gonna be 10x squared. Next, 2x root 2 මේ දෙක එකතු කළාම minus 30 root 8. I know you know that you can break root 8 in terms of root 2, right? Root 30 into root 4 into root 2. So what is that gonna be? Root 60, right? So මෙයාවයි add කරොත් මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ?
Minus 58 root 2.
No. Yes, this is x. I forgot the x. Yes, minus 58 x root 2. Then plus 202 then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. Is it hard? Or you have to do the algebra work? That's it. It's not hard. Don't ever try expand writing this square and this square. That's wrong. You have to expand. මේ වගේ expand කරන්න. Okay, so I found the first part. That's 3 marks done. Next, solve the equation. So next equation is, how do you solve? They have taken root 3. So you can simplify it off. How? So first part is okay, right? So shall I erase down? Is there anyone who doesn't understand the first part? All right. So let's go into the second part of the question. So in the second part, they say root 3 is given, and they're asking us to solve and write in terms of t plus q. So how do you do? How to do? What you can do is, we can take the root 2 to, we can expand with the root 4 root 3y. I'm just gonna expand. Then minus 3 times 3 is what? 9, right? Equals 5y plus root 3. Then let's bring the y terms to one side. 4 root 3y minus 5y is equal to root 3 plus 9. Is there a doubt with anyone? If it's not clear for you, ask. So next, you just take y out from these two. 4 root 3 minus 5 equals root 3 plus 9. Okay, then just divide. 4 root 3 minus 5, 4 root 3 minus 5. So can you see the answer is given in terms of this? So it's not a fraction. So which means you have to rationalize this. How do you rationalize? Don't say you don't know how to rationalize. If it's plus minus, what do you put here? If it's minus here, we put plus here, right? For both. Is it clear? Then if you expand, what do you get? What do you get? 4 into 3, 12. What?
41 root 3 plus 57 over 23.
57 over 23 plus 41 root 3 over 23. A format again, real thing. That's why I wrote the number front, because P is that number. I know if you write the other way also, it's correct, not wrong. So I hope this part is okay with everyone. Rationalizing you all know, right? Vivek, uh, Nileen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everything is okay. So
Yes,
7
sir.
marks total. All right. Let's move on to the next question. Now only the issue comes because it's small. Okay. So listen guys, I can't make it full screen. Something. Only the camera works for that. All right. So you all have the question number 4 now? So how do you do? So in the question number 4, they have given a term. Show that the line x plus 6 and curve C with equation y equals 6x minus 2x plus 1. The line L1 intersects at C at the point P and Q. So they say they both intersect at these two places, right? So find using algebra coordinate of P and Q. Easy. So if you have a U-shaped equation and a straight line, how do you get the point of intersections? X plus y അറിയാം അനിත් എക്കനൊക്കെ y equals 6x minus 2x squared plus 1 simultaneous down. Understood? So if I subject y from here, it's 6 minus x. Put it here. 6 minus x equals 6x minus 2x squared plus 1. Okay. So it goes to other side. 2x squared and 6x plus 6x plus x is what? 7x. 2x squared, 6x plus 1 is 7x, and 1 minus 5. So can someone solve me this quadratic and give me the two answers? What are the two
5 over
answers? X equals
5
here
over 2 and 1.
5 over 2 and 1.
1.
Yes, good. X equals 5 over 2 and 1. Let's join. Let's join it. Okay, so 5 over 2 and 1. So good. Then how do you get the y term? When x equals 5 over 2, y is equal to what? 6 minus 5 over 2. What is that value?
7 over 2.
7 over 2. So එක coordinate එකක් තමයි 5 over 2, 7 over 2. අනිත් එක. When x equals 1, what is y? 6 minus 1, 5. අනිත් coordinate එක තමයි 1, 5. So can you say me what is p and what is q from these two coordinates? P is the one closer to y axis. So it's here now. So it should be the lower one, right? 5 over 2 over 1. This is going to be p, this is going to be q. Are you okay with that or no? Is there anyone who doesn't understand how I judged P and Q? Because why? P is closer to the y-axis now, so it's a lower value than Q. Any questions? Mama, did you do the paper? Vivek, you have any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir. I understood.
Oh. I hope everyone it's clear. If there's anyone who has doubts, you can ask, unmute and talk. Okay. So that's with the A part. That's 4 marks, just showing those two coordinates. Then the B part of the question. It's here. Region R shows the shaded, bounded by C and L axes. Using inequality show, always this question comes. So they are asking you to show this part as an inequality. Since you know those equations and we know that what is Q value also, we can write an inequality. It's going to be below the straight line. So what is the straight line? I'm going to use red color. Straight line is what? X plus y equals 6. So what am I going to put there? Less than or equals 6. Why did I put like that? Can someone say? Because it's below. It's below. Next. Can you see the U-shaped curve? N shape actually. So it's above that. So what is it going to be then? Y is larger than or equals 6x minus 2x squared plus 1. That's also another inequality. Then what's the third one? We know that what is q coordinate? What's q coordinate? X value? Qx value is 5 over 2. So x is larger than 5 over 2. You understand or not? And if you can find the place where the straight line cuts the axis, or you can say, what's this line called? Y equals 0, right? So it's above y equals 0. Got it or not? Anyone has doubts? So x is larger than 5 over 2, y is larger than 0, and someone can say x is less than what? You have to find that coordinate. How do you find that coordinate? In the straight line, when you put y 0, x is what? 6, right? So this coordinate is 6. So x is between 6 and 5 over 2. This is also one correct inequality. Either you can write this and less than 6 also, as broken down into two parts. Okay, so any questions with the inequalities? How to get the shaded area? Anyone has doubts with that? That's a question which comes every year. Show the shaded area. Alright, so everyone it's clear? Ramata, Nelly, Janiru, it's clear? To get the shaded area. Shall I move on to the next day? Alright, so that's also, I need to make it a bit larger. So in this question, they are asking what? The figure 2 shows a plane view of a semicircular garden. Straight line BD is parallel to AE. BD is parallel to AE. These two lines are parallel. And they say the angle BOA. BOA. මෙන්න මේ angle එක කීයද? 0.7. AOB hari BOA hari. Do you understand? 0.7. Then show that BOD is 1.74. BOD මේක 1.74 කියලා පෙන්නන්නලු. Any suggestions how to do this question? දැන් මේ දෙන්න parallel නම් මේ දෙක parallel නම් ඔයා මෙතන ඉඳන් line එක මෙතනට ගෙවුවා මෙතනට ගෙවුවම හැදෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ දෙන්න equal වෙනවා. ඇයි? This is also 0.7. This is also 0.7. So what is this angle? That's what they are asking. So entire angle is pi, right? So pi minus 0.7 times 2. What's the value going to be then? 1.742. Any person has questions? So we got actually the same answer. Vivek, you have any questions? How I got 1.742?
No, sir.
No? Oh yes. Aman? No? So shall I move on to the
No,
next?
sir.
That's 1 mark. Okay, let's move on to the next question of so the flower bed R shown shaded figure 2 is bounded by BD and arc BCG. Let's erase this. Okay, can you see this R part? It's a colored thing. So they say find the area of the flow bed, giving you answer to square meter for 1 decimal place. How can you find? දැන් අපි මුළු සෙක්ටර් එකම දන්නවා. දැන් මේක පෙන්නනවා you might know. Sector, you find the sector area minus what? Sector area minus what? This is going to be 1.742 ne? Sector area minus triangle area. How do you find the sector area in reds? Half r squared theta. What is r? 0.7. R is not given, right? So how do you find?
So R is given.
Where?
Radius
3
3 meters.
yes. Good. So එතකොට half into half r squared theta කියන්නේ half into 3 into theta is how much? 1.747. මේ තමයි sector එකේ area. That means whole thing, whole sector, the previous slide's area minus area of the triangle. How do you get the area of the triangle? Math 0.3, math 3. Half AB sin C. If you read the Edexcel AS level, this is area of a triangle which is not 90, okay? Half into AB. AB is going to be the either side of the angle into sine 1.747. Okay, now I know you will make a mistake because if your calculator is not in red mode and you type this part, you will get a wrong answer. This is fine. This is just maximum. Or sine calculator, if you don't type it in red, you will get a different answer. So make sure in the cal when typing this red angles with sine, cos, tan, you always have your red mode R is there in the display top. So this is going to be 3.4 if you just understood. Anyone has doubts? Janiru, Elaine, any doubts?
Sir, we can directly use the equation, right?
Yeah. The same equation you are trying to say. This equation is the area equals r square එළියට ගන්නවා half එක r square you take it out and then what do you have theta minus sin theta ද
Yes, sir.
කඩපාඩම් කළොත් ඉතින් ඒක use කරන්න පුළුවන් නැත්නම් ඉතින් you remember these no the equation you don't get it you have to remember it then. If not you can use what sector area minus triangle area, simple as that. Any method you suggest you can use, it's both correct, but make sure when typing the sign parts in reds your calculator mode is in reds, okay? If not the entire whole answer is wrong. All right, any doubts? Ramika, Vivek, Aman, you all have any doubts? You all can ask me.
No, sir.
Okay, find the perimeter of the flower bed. ඊළඟට අහන්නේ arc length plus මේ parallel එකේ length එක. How do you find? Cosine rule දාලා you can find BD, right? So how do you find BD? You can use cosine rule and find BD. So I hope this thing is large enough for you, or shall I make it much larger so that there won't be any issues with you seeing this thing? So make a done one. This is 0.1747. 0.1747. This is 3, this is 3. So how do you get the BD length? BD squared equals what? 3 squared plus 3 squared minus 2 times 3 times 3 cos 0.1747 42 or something. So just write it and root it in order to get B. Understood? So BD is equal to that value. Okay. Okay or no? So what's the value? BD.
4.59.
Okay, 4.59. Are you in red mode when typing this? Yes, 4.59. Good. ABD. ඊළඟට යන්න ඕනේ arc length එක. BCD. Arc length කොහමද වෙන්නේ? L equals r theta, remember? So arc length r is 3, theta is 0.1742. What is that value? 5.226.
2.2.
ඔය දෙක ඊට පස්සේ add කරන්න. ඒක තමයි perimeter එක එන්නේ. What is that? 9.8 නේ මේ දෙක add කරන්න. Okay. So anyone has questions with that? Anyone has questions? Ramika? Elaine? Vivek? And Ahmad? Any questions? No?
No, sir.
No, sir.
If you did it correctly, you will get how many marks? එතන එකයි I attack 7. Alright. That's 6. What's that question number? 5. Right? Then next is 6th question. As always, an integration. කොහොමද කරන්නේ? f dash x දීලා තියෙනවා. point එකක් දීලා තියෙනවා p වල. Find the value of the gradient. f dash x නම් gradient is that නේ. So what is, how do you do? Just substitute x 4 plus 3 square over 4 root 4 equals 7 squared over 8, which is going to be 49 over 8. Is it correct or wrong? හරි නේ? 6.125. Someone might write it in real degrees. So that's a part, 1 mark I think. Yeah. And so otherwise find the equation of tangent. So you know, if you have a curve, the tangent gradient is also same as the curve gradient. මෙන්න මේ curve එකේ gradient එක is same gradient for that straight line which cuts that point. So since this is 6.125 or 49 over 8, you can write y equals mx. M is 49 over 8 x plus c, and it is a tangent to c at p. So p coordinate is given in the initial part. So you can find the c value. 20 equals 49 over 8 into 4 plus c. So 1 and 2. So it's going to be 40 over, c is going to be 40 over 49. So what is the equation then? Y equals 49 over 8x plus 40 over 49. Then what do? You multiply everything by what? What term? Is it, am I correct? 1 and 2. 2 goes to other side as, sorry, 49. No, it's wrong. What's the c value? What's 20 minus 49 over 2? Minus 9 over 2, right? So then c equals minus 9 over 2. Y equals 49 over 8. X minus 9 over 2. You multiply everything by 8. 8y equals 49x minus into 4 into 4. What is it? 9 times 4 is what? 9 times 4 is what? 36. So can you see all the terms are in one side? So what do? 49x minus 8y minus 36 is equal to 0. Any questions? So we are done with the part 2. Okay, done with the part 2. Next is fx හොයන්න තියෙන්නේ. එක් කොහමද කරන්නේ? මේක ඔළුවේ තියාගන්න ඕනේ. fx කොහමද හොයන්නේ? No, we don't need that actually. How do you find fx? How to find fx? Integrate.
Integrate f.
Yes. So මෙයාව අපි try කරමු expand කරගන්න. x squared plus මොනවද එන්නේ? 6x plus 9. Hope that's the easiest expansion. මෙයාව කොහොමද ලියන්නේ? x power 1 වේ x power half වේ එකතු වුණාම කීයද වෙන්නේ? x power 3 over 2. x power 3 over 2. ඊට පස්සේ කඩන්න. x squared over 3 over 2 plus 6x over x3 over 2 plus 9 over x3 over 2. So what do you get? 2 minus 1.5 is what? Half, right? X to the power half plus 6. X 1 minus 1.5 is what? 1 minus 1.5 is minus what? Half. Minus half plus 9x minus 3x. Still I didn't integrate. This is just linearized format. Okay, now integrate. What do you get when you integrate? X to the power 3 over 2 divided by 3 over 2, which is 2 comes up, plus 6x minus half plus 1 is half divided by half plus 9x minus 1.5 minus plus 1 is minus half divided by minus half plus c. This is fx or y. So what do you get then? 2 over 3 x to the power 3 over 2 plus 12x half minus 18x minus 1 over 2 plus c equals fx. Are you okay with that or not? දැන් කරන්නේ මොකද්ද? මේ y and x p එකෙන් යන්නේ. So y වෙනකොට 20 දැම්මා, x වෙනකොට 4 දැම්මා, c එක හෙව්වා, උත්තරය ගත්තා. You all did try, right? How many of you all tried this question? So get the whole answer of this bunch and subtract it by 20. So c equals what? Minus 1 over 3. Then that's not the answer. Then you have to write fx is equal to 2 over 3 x to the power 3 over 2 plus 12x to the power 1 over 2 minus 18x to the power minus half minus 1 over 3. For full answer you don't get full marks of 7. Any questions? Finally after finding the c. Any questions? Ramika, Nelin, you can ask. Daniru and Aman and Vivek, you can ask any question.
No questions, sir.
Okay. Okay, next one. So 7th question. How do you do? They are asking, given that the curve with the equation y equals fx minus p passes through the point with 0 and 50. කියන්නේ fx equation එක මේක. ඒතර අපිට මේව ඕනනම් ගන්න පුළුවන්. What is this? Minus 4. How do I do that? If someone can explain, that's good. X equals.
So you equaled it to 0 and then took the to the other side.
අනිත් එක 9 over 2 නේ. 4.5. Got it? I equated each bracket to 0, y to 0 and got each bracket to equal to 0 and got those terms. එතකොට මේක කීයද වෙන්නේ? Minus 9 into 2, 18. 18 into 4, කීයද? 72 නේ. මේක වෙන්නේ 72. දැන් fx minus p. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ 72 එක 50ක් අඩු වෙලාලු. ඒ කියන්නේ 50ට ඇවිල්ලාලු. මෙතන තිබ්බ එක 50ට ඇවිල්ලා කියන්නේ එයා කොච්චරක් පල්ලෙහාට ගිහලා? How many?
22 inches.
එතකොට p කීයද? Easy. What?
22.
That's it. කොච්චර එළියන්ද? ඔය identify කරගන්න ඔයිට අතන ඒ ටික values ටික ගන්න ඕනේ නැත්නම් බෑ. Got it? Anyone has questions? The same graph has gone through the 52 place. I am giving 52 place එකකින් ගිහිල්ලා. I am giving sorry. So it has gone like this and gone through 52 place and gone down, which means the same graph. If I can select that place, no, the same graph actually, which is here. ඔතන ඔහොම තියෙනවා කියනවා. ඔක 50 මේව පල්ලෙහාට ගිහලා 52 කැපිලා යනවා. I can't do that. Okay. All right. Next part. How do you do? Given that the curve with y equals here it's inside. Fx plus q passes through the origin. Now you know here it was 72. Here it was minus 4. Here it was 2, here it was 9 over 2 or 4.5. Now he says it passes through q. Write down the possible values. So this graph here can shift to the 2 steps to this place, right? This point can shift there. So that means what is it? Fx what? If it goes to the left, what do you call? Plus or minus inside the bracket? Plus. How many steps? 2. This is one way you can get the coordinate center 0, 0 can cut. Another way is what? Fx, this 4.5 can go to that 10, 4.5, so it's plus 4.5, 0902. Another way is this whole graph can move to the 4 steps to the what? Right. So what's it gonna be then? Fx, if it moves to the right, it's minus or plus? Minus 4. These are the 4 possible answers. Is there anyone? So Q can be what then? Q can be minus 4, Q can be plus 2, Q can be plus 4.5. Any questions? So Q has 4 possible solutions, minus 4, plus 2, plus 4.5. Any questions? Again, a whole graph can move either to the left or right. Got it? Left or right, and however these places where they cut the axis can move that, say, cut the 0, 0 coordinate or origin. Okay. Next one. F inverse x. How do you find? කරන්න නැති මුලින් මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? ඕක expand කරගන්න ඕනේ. fx equals මම මෙතනම expand කරනම් first term එක. x squared minus 2x plus 4x minus 8. ඊට පස්සේ 2x minus 9. Then x squared plus 2x minus 8. 2x minus 9. Then what do you get? 2x cubed plus 4x squared minus 16x minus 9x squared minus 18x minus 9 times 8 is how much? 72 plus 72. So what do you get there? 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus 34x plus minus 34x. This minus 18. What do you get there? Plus 72. Now differentiate. How do you differentiate? 6x squared minus 10x minus 34. That's it. Then next part they say, hence find the range of possible values of x which gradient of the curve with the equation fx is less than 18. So මෙයාව මේ part එක ඉවරයි මෙතනින් 4 marks හම්බ වෙනවා f dash x එනවා. Then u equal b part u equal to minus 18 and take 18 to other side and solve the quadratic and get the two terms. What are the two terms? What are the two terms you get when you solve this? So which means this is going to be 6x squared minus 10x minus 34 minus 18 10. What? Minus 34 plus 18 can minus 60 equals 0. Can you give me the answers of two x values? X equals minus 1 and x equals 8 over 3. So what is the range now? How do you find the range? Good question. How do you find the range? They say it's going to be less than 18. So make it less than 18. So එතකොට වාට එන මේ value එකේ either side numbers ගන්න. අපි 0 අරන් දාලා බලමු මෙතන. 0 ගත්තොත් මේ දෙක 0 minus 34. So is it less than, is minus 34 less than minus 80? Is it? No, right? No, yes, I don't know. Yes. So x is what? Larger than minus 1. Did you understand or not? x is larger than minus 1, because when you put 0, you get minus 34. So it's a large. Yeah.
Can you explain it again? I don't quite understand it.
Did you get until here?
Yeah, I got until there, but after that.
Okay. So can someone say me the quadratic equation? Okay, it's going to be, can someone say me quadratic equation is x squared minus 10x minus 16. Okay, not minus 16. The differential equation was minus 34, and they say it should be less than minus 18. So 6x squared minus 10x plus minus 16. So when you solve this, you get what? When you solve this, normally make a equal, when you put equal 0 and solve it, what do you get? X equals minus 1 and x equals 8 over 3. But after that, you have to select whether it's larger than or smaller than. So you don't put the sign of larger than smaller than what you had here, okay, to these answers. You have to select. You got two answers, x equals minus 1 and x equals 8 over. So take either side numbers of minus 1. What is it? 0 and minus 2. Within the 0 0 0, they are 0, and this is minus 16. Is it less than or equal 0? Yes. So it satisfies, right? Do you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
So x should
100%.
be what?
It should be less than minus 1.
Larger than minus 1. Hey, බිල්දුවනේ. බිල්දුව කියන්නේ මේ පැත්ත positive number line හිතන්න. මේ පැත්තට යනකොට තමයි මේක satisfy වෙන්නේ. Understood? Then 8 over 3. What do you do? 8 over 3, take either side numbers. What's the decimal of 8 over 3? 8 over 3 is going to be 2.67. So 2 ගන්න 3 ගන්න. So substitute කරලා බලන්න 2 අරගත්තම එන්න number එක less than 0ද? 3 අරගත්තම එන්න number එක less than 0. Then you can judge from there. If you take any number less than 8 over 3, it will satisfy. So that means it's less than 8 over 3. When you take 2 only, it satisfies. When you take 3, it will be a positive number. Got it? That's how you do inequalities. You don't just put මේ දෙකටම මේ දාන්න එපා එකම sign එක. මෙහෙම. That's wrong. Okay. Sometimes it can be correct, sometimes it can be wrong. Depends on the question. All right. So that's it with that part. එකේ ලකුණු කීයද? 7 8 9 10 11. Good question. All right, ninth one. Let me make it larger. Okay, ninth one, first part. What are they asking? Sorry, it's eighth one, right? Eighth one, first part. How do you do? Gradient of L1. Make it thing. If you give it to grade 9 kids also, they'll do. How do you do? I took the 5i to other side, then divide by 5. What's the gradient? Y equals mx plus c කියන්නේ gradient එක කීයද? 205. I hope everyone is okay with that. That's a grade 9 thing. Then A has a coordinate of 6 minus 2. L2 passes through A and is perpendicular to L1. මේ කතාව දැක්ක ගමන් this equation should come into your head. If it's perpendicular, what's the gradient of L2? Minus 1 over M2 205. 205 into M2 equals minus 1. So M2 is equal to what? Minus 1 into 5 divided by 2. Minus 5 over 2. Did you understand? So that's the L2 gradient. Then y equals minus 5 over 2 x plus c. So what is the coordinate? 6 and minus 2 you put there. Minus 2 equals minus 5 over 2 times 6 plus c. Right, 9. So minus 2 equals minus 15 plus c. Minus 2 plus 15 equals c. c equals 13. So what's the equation? 5 over 2x plus 13. මේක තමයි L2 line එකේ equation එක. මේ format එකෙන් අහන ඉඳලා අවුලක් නැහැ. එහෙම තියන්න පුළුවන්. Sometimes they ask ax plus by plus c. Any questions? Come on, Vivek, if you have questions, ask how I did and got this question, got this equation.
No, sir, no questions.
Everyone, it's clear, right? Because to move on to next parts, you need that first part. ඊළඟට කියනවා L1 and L2 meets at M. Algebraic work වලින් පෙන්නන්නලු M coordinate. Simultaneous. මේකයි මේකයි. Aman, you are silent. Why? Didn't try the
Yes, I'm following.
Oh. So I'll just keep this equation here. Let me make it larger. Today I can't make the screen pop up. Some reason, some settings have been changed. Okay. All right. So this is one equation. The other equation is this. So what can I do? I'll write both. You can suggest me a method to solve this out. කොහොමද මේකයි solve කරන්නේ? Any method? We can do this. 2x minus 5 bracket minus 5 over 2x plus 13 plus 7 equals 0. හරිනේ? simultaneously දාන්න ඕනේ. coordinate of m හොයන්න. ඊට පස්සේ මොකද කරන්නේ? 2x minus 5 into this plus 25 over 2x minus, what is 5 into 13? 65. Hi, then what is 2 plus 12.5 is how much? 14.5. X equals 65. Minus 65 plus 7. What do you get? Plus 58, right? Then divide both sides by 14.5. So x equals what? X equals what? Here then x 4 then. x4. ඊට පස්සේ අපි මොකද කරන්නේ? අර y equation එක තිබ්බේ අපේ. ඒක මොකද? y equals minus 5 over 2 times x එක දැන් 4 කියලා හොයාගත්තානේ ඒකට දාන්න. Plus 13. So what's the y value? 1 minus 10 plus 13 is 3. So what's the m coordinate? 4, 3. Any questions? Any questions? Any of you? You will have any questions? Have questions? How I found m? Then you have? Vivek?
No, sir.
All are clear then? So that's 3 marks. So already we found 7 marks. Last one, D. Find the coordinate of C. They say, given that the diagonals of square ABCD meets at M. Okay. So diagonals of square ABCD meets at M. So they are asking the coordinate of C. Then මොනවාද අපි දන්නේ? M දන්නවා. ABCD meets at M. What's ABCD? A දන්නවා. Okay. For now, let's make this whole thing disappear. M is 4 and 3, okay? A දන්නවා, the number line එක ගන්න. A දන්නවා 6 minus 2 කියලා. 6 තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේක ඔයවත් minus 2 තියෙන්නේ මේක ඔයවත්. එතකොට ඒක වෙන්නේ A. 6 minus 2. Okay? ඊළඟට b b b b, where's b? Okay, m we know. The square, even that the diagonals of the square abcd meets at m, find the coordinates of c. Diagonals. Okay, a is known. What's b? But you know m is what? 4 and 3. 4 and 3 is where? 4 and 3 is going to be somewhere here, right? Okay, all right. Next, a is known, m is known, 4 and 3. So if it's a square, මෙහෙම diagonal එක ගිහලා මෙහෙම යනවා. අනිත් පැත්තට මෙහෙම එකක් යනවා නේ. එහෙම නේ වෙන්න ඕන. Is that the way? Yes. So they are asking you what is the c coordinate. What is a actually? L2 passes through a and is perpendicular. A is known and is perpendicular to. Okay, if you take the two equations, you can then deduce also. How do you draw the sketches of the two equations? So when x is 0, y is what? Y is equal to 7 over 5. So x is 0, y equals 7 over 5. 7 over 5 is 1.4 something. X0 with the y 7 over 5. So that's going to be 7 over 5. Then y0, x is 3.5. Sorry, minus 3.5, right? y0, I'm just substituting and trying to draw the equation. y0, x is minus 3.5. So this is the equation of L1. එක හරි. ඊළඟට L2. අපි L2 ගේ equation එක හොයාගත්තානේ. What is L2 equation? Y equals minus 5 over 2x plus 30. X එක බිඳු වුණාම y එක 13. So 13 තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේක හොයගන්න. ඊළඟට y බිඳු වුණාම minus 13 divided by minus 2.5. So that's going to be 5.2. So 5.2 is somewhere here. So this is the line of L what? 2. මේ point එකට තමයි කියන්නේ M. That is 4 and 3. Okay, until here you are okay. I just tried everything possible with all the two equations. Then A කියලා ගන්නේ what is A? A is 6 and 2. 6 and 2 is going to be 6 and 2. 6 and 2. How do you get? 6 and minus 2. So 6 minus 2. So it will be somewhere on the L2 line, that means 6 minus 2. How to get? How to get the C coordinate? Find the coordinate of C. Six and 2 කියන්නේ minus 2 කියන්නේ මේක කොහේ හරිනේ මේක කියමු අපි. What is that? A. So A is a diagonal and M is the midpoint of the diagonals crossing. So can you see what's this gap from here to here? 4 and 6. It's 2, right? This gap is 2. So you will have the same gap towards this side. So 4 into 2 subtracted is what? It's going to be 2, right? Towards somewhere here. Then upwards, if you take this gap, what is this gap? It's going to be 3 plus 2, 5, right? So you will have the same steps up. So 5. So 3 plus 5 is what? 8. So what's the coordinate going to be? 2, 8. Do you didn't understand? Is there anyone who didn't understand this? We don't need any of this. තේරුම් නැත්තම් කියන්නේ. Is there anyone who doesn't understand? So m කියලා point එක තියෙනවා මේ කොයි හරි m is 3 and 4 and 3 and b is sorry a is 6 and -2. m කියන්නේ දැන් අපි square එකක් ගත්තොත් m කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ diagonals කැපෙන තැනට තමයි m කියන්නේ. This is not given. This coordinate is given. They are asking this coordinate. What's this coordinate? So what I did is I just drew a line from here to here. Okay. So what's the gap I am asking? Gap from here to here is what? 3 plus 2, 5. What's the gap from here to here? 2, right? Same gaps goes to the other side also. 2 and 5 up. So if you subtract 2 from 4 is 2. So coordinate is 2. And from 3 if you take 5 steps up, what is it? 8. So that's going to be the C coordinate. Did you understand or not?
Understood, sir.
So මේකෙන් හිතන්න. මේක මෙතන ඉඳන් මෙතනට මේ උස තියෙන 5ක්. ඒතර මෙතන ඉඳන් අර අනිත් තැනට කීයක් තියෙනවද? ඒකේ තියෙන x එකට 5ක් එකතු වෙන්න ඕනේ. y එකට 5ක් එකතු වෙන්න ඕනේ. x එක මෙතන ඉඳන් මෙතනට 2ක් තියෙනවා. මේ පැත්තේ දෙකක් අඩු වෙන්න ඕනේ. That's why 4 became 2 and 3 you added 5 and it became 8. That's how I got 2,8 for the last part question. Because they say it's a diagonal and m is the center of diagonal crossing, 2 diagonals crossing. Alright, shall I move on to the next then? Okay, 9th question. That's always something which comes. Nowadays, these questions are more in your latest papers. Okay. Question එක ගන්න කලින් මුලින් අඳගන්න cos x graph එක. How can someone say what is cos minus 90, 90, 180, 370? Can someone say what is cos minus 90? Type in your cap.
Zero.
අනිත් එක cos 0.
One.
So ඒතර වගේ graph එක කියන්නේ මෙහෙමනේ. මෙහෙම ගිහින් ඒක turning point එක තියෙන එතන හරි. Let's turning point එක කියන්නේ මෙන්න මෙතන. මෙහෙම ගිහින් ආයෙ ලස්සනට මෙහෙම යන්නේ. So that's you have to draw it neatly. So that's how your usual graph goes like this. So even in your graph it should go like that with cos x. Okay. So in this case they say there's a and a 30. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කැපෙන්නේ 90 වල. දැන් මෙයාගේදී -30 වුණා මොකද වෙන්නේ? It goes to the left side by 30 degrees, right? So 90 කැපිච්ච එකන දැන් කැපෙන්නේ කියන්නේ. A we don't know. හැබැයි මේගොල්ලන් දීලා තියෙනවා point P is a minimum point that has a coordinate of 30 and -3. P කියන්නේ first minimum එක. හරිද? Then how do you do? First minimum එක දීලා තියෙනවා. You can deduce the, since A is there, you can say that it only changes the value of y. What is x value then for the first minimum? -30 නම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? මෙහෙටද යන්නේ අර හෙටද? left ද යන්නේ right ද කියන්නේ? If it's minus inside the bracket, can someone say that?
Right.
If x minus b නම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? b steps to right or left? Right, good. Opposite side එකට. So එතකොට 30 degrees 90 එක 30 degrees මෙහෙට යනවා. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් වෙන්නේ මෙයා -30 වෙනවා. ඒ වගේ -30 වෙනවා මේ point එක. ඒ වගේ I am not doing anything for the y term. Okay? I'm not doing anything for the y, just the x term. So this becomes 120. Become yellow. Make 120 වෙනවා. ඒ 30 එකතු වෙනවනේ. 180 තිබිච්ච එක කීයද වෙන්නේ? 210 නේ. 210 වලදී එක කැපෙන්නේ. ඒතකොට ඔයාගේ ඇත්තටම graph එකට වෙන්නේ එයා 90 වලින් කැපිලා එයා ඇත්තටම අර පැත්තට steps ටිකක් shift වෙනවා. If I draw this exactly මේ තිබ්බ එක ඒක විතර select කරන්න බෑනේ. Okay, I can't select only that. So just imagine this is the graph. Okay, මේ තිබ්බ graph එක කියලා හිතන්න. ඒතර එයා 30 degrees මෙහෙට වෙනවා. තේරෙනවද? ඒතර මේ කැපෙන තැන කීයද ඒතර? මෙයා දැන් කැපෙන්නේ මෙතනින් -30 වල. ඒතර එයාගේ ෆස්ට් මිනිමම් එක කොහෙද එන්නේ? සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ආවේ 180, -1. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ෆස්ට් මිනිමම් එක එන්නේ 180, -1. සාමාන්‍ය cos x graph එකේ ෆස්ට් මිනිමම් කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේකට. ඒකේ ෆස්ට් එක. දැන් මේකේ තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? මේකේ තියෙන්නේ what? What do you get? You can say. What? No idea. Any suggestions? Anyone? No ideas. Okay, 90, 70, 360. So your graph will actually go like this, ne? Okay, it will go like that. Now, since I said, since it's been 30 degrees to that side, your same graph will go red count. එහෙම කියපු graph එක කොහමද යන්නේ? The same graph මෙහෙම තිබ්බ graph එක මෙහෙට වෙනවා. ඒතර මොකද වෙන්නේ? 30 degrees වලින් මෙහෙට වෙනවා. ඒතර දැන් මේ පාර එයා 90 වෙනුවට -30 plus 30 කියන්නේ plus 90 වෙනුවට කොහෙද වෙන්නේ? 90 වෙනුවට එයා කැපෙන්නේ 120 වල. මේක වෙනුවට කැපෙන්නේ කොහෙද? 210, right? So like that, can you know minimum will be anyways same value, right? For the red line also, minimum will be -1, maximum will be 1. But in this case, minimum has become -3. So what should the A be? What should the A be then?
3.
That
3.
no, -3. Hey, බලන්න සාමාන්‍යයෙන් graph එක යන්න ඕනේ y equals cos x නම් මෙන්න මේ විදියට. ඕක flip වෙලා නේද ඉන්නේ. ඕක ඒ යන විදියට මේ පල්ලෙහෙන් ගිහිල්ලානේ යන්නේ උඩට. Do you understand that or not? මුලින් එන්න ඕනේ හරිනම් මොකද්ද? positive value එකක්. ඒ කියන්නේ y එක positive වෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේකේ first එකම පටන් ගන්න negative යටින්. Got it? So what does that mean? It's been opposite. So what's this a term? It's a negative term. You understand? It's like the flip කළා. එයාගේ තිබ්බ සාමාන්‍ය y එක actually is same but y is being flipped. Do you understand? So that's why it's -3. දැන් මම කලින් කියපු එක දැන් ලේසි වෙනවා. They ask write down the value of a, part B find q. දැන් තමයි ඔයාලට මම කියපු එක වටින්නේ. මම සාමාන්‍ය sin graph එක ඇඳලා ඒකයි. දැන් මම 30 degrees එහාට ගියපු එක අඳිනවා. මේක -30. ඒතර අරයා මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? 90 වලින් ගියපු එක යන්නේ කොහෙන්ද? How do you any ideas how to draw this now? How do you know these terms? මේක කීයද තියෙන්නේ? මේක කීයද තියෙන්නේ? මේක 3 තියෙන්නේ. හරි මේකත් 3. මේකත් 3. මං අහන්නේ what's the place where it's going to give you the these are actually in the normal y equals cos x graph. So you know y equals it's -3 cos x minus 30. Okay. මෙයා එන්න ඕනේ මොකද්ද? positive 3 වෙන්න ඕනේ. So මෙයා positive 3 වෙන්න නම් minus 3 cos x minus 30. So 3 divided by minus 3 equals cos x minus 30. So minus 1 equals cos x minus 30. Now say me cos inverse minus 1. What are the answers you can get? Here. පොඩි මේක එන්නේ cos inverse minus 1 කියලා. X minus 30 equals cos inverse minus 1. පොඩි මේක එන්නේ 180. දෙවෙනි එක දන්නේ නැත්නම් මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? all silver teacups දාගත්තා. නෑ මේක graph එක අනින්න වෙනවා. This is 180, you can't do that. So if it's 180, how do you draw? So 180, so 90, 180, 270, you draw the graph 360. So it goes like this. So usually you get minus 1 first from 180. Second from where? मैं आना graph एक कोई इंदा आया 360 plus 90 किया.
270.
Yeah, minus 1 in the eye. Nani? Cos 180, you know. Cos 180 is minus 1. Cos 270 is not minus 1, it's 0. Cos 360 is 1. Then cos 360 plus 90 is how much?
450.
Eka 0, ne? Then 360 plus 180 here. 540. Cos 540 is how much? Minus 1. So 540 is also minus 1. That's the second term. I count. I 540 to 180 එකතු කර. 720 නේ. cos 720 බලන්න minus 1 නෑ. What is the other place? You have to draw the graph. If not, you can't do. සාමාන්‍ය cos graph එකේ තුන්වෙනි මේක තියෙන කොහෙද කියලා අහන්න මේ. දැන් මං යන්නේ සාමාන්‍ය එක 90
Next one is 900.
360 450 over again. So if you come like this over again, දැන් අපේ වෙලා තියන්නේ මෙයා තමයි මේ ෆස්ට් එක තියෙන්නේ. තේරෙනවද? මේක ෆ්ලිප් වෙනවනේ පල්ලෙහාට යනවනේ. මේ තමයි ෆස්ට් එක. මේ තමයි 180 අපි කියමු positive 1. ඒ minus වලින් වැඩි වුණාම ඒ ෆ්ලිප් වෙනවනේ මෙහෙම වෙනවා. So but in this case it's not 180. Why? Because it's been 30 degrees shifted to the left. So 210 plus මෙයා කීයද වෙන්නේ? 210 plus 210 minus plus 3, right? Do you understand that? That's the tricky part. Second one is going to be where? Here. So what's that? 450 plus 90. 540. So 540 plus 540 minus 1 මෙතන තියෙන්නේ. අතනදි වෙන්නේ 540 plus 30 කියන්නේ 570 plus 3. දැන් තමයි Q එක එන්නේ. කොහොම යන්නේ graph එක? මේක 450 plus 90 540. ඒකට ආයි 90 එකතු කරාම කීයද? 630. මෙතනට 540 plus 90 630 plus 90 කියන්නේ උඩ ආයි මෙතනට එනවා. ආයි මෙතනට එන්න නම් so 630 plus 90 I plus 90 I plus 90. So what is that? 630 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90 is 270. 900 අන්න හරි. හැබැයි 900 වෙන්නේ මෙතනදී. 900 minus 1. But what is this going to be? Since it's minus 30, what's this coordinate? 900. අන්න හරි. 930 what is the y value? 3. So easy. So what's the answer then? Q coordinate 930 Positive 3. Okay or not? Anyone? This is tricky because this is a negative term. You will always try to draw the normal y equals cos x graph and you will try to think මේ minimum එකම තමයි එහෙනම් මේකෙත් minimum එක. මේකේ maximum එකම තමයි මේකෙත් maximum. නැහැ. It flips. So මෙයාගේ maximum එක අරයාගේ minimum එක වෙනවා. කියන්නේ මේ term එක තමයි මෙයාගේ මේ තියෙන්නේ. මේක තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේ තුන්වෙනි එක. ඒ කියන්නේ 1 2 3යි. මෙන්න මෙහෙ එන්නේ. ඒක තමයි q කියන්නේ. But you have to always plus 30 because this is cos x. Okay or not? Anyone has question? That's a tricky question. They are asking only x coordinates, so no need to write 3, just 930. Find the coordinates of q. X equals 930, comma. Yeah. Any questions? Janiru? Nilayan and Ama?
No, sir.
Vivek? Okay. That's just a small amount of marks. It's a look at me. 10th, I think that's the last question, right? Yeah. So 10a, show that the coordinate of point of intersection with the axis is clearly. Make a මොන වගේ graph එකක්ද මුලින්ම ඔළුවට ගන්න. මොන වගේ එකක්ද? මොන වගේ? y equals 1 over x කියන්නේ දෙන්නම යන්නේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ. මේ වගේ නේ positive 1 over x නම්. හැබැයි මෙතනදී negative 9 නිසා I'm going to draw a line from y equals negative 9. මේක වෙන්නේ y equals negative 9. Okay. එතකොට ඔයාගේ axis එක යන්නේ මෙහෙම ඇවිල්ලා කවදාවත් touch වෙන්නේ නැහැ ඔහොම උඩට. මෙහෙම ඇවිල්ලා you had to draw, use the same pen color. Okay, it changed. So මෙහෙම ඇවිල්ලා මෙහෙම යනවා. It never touches the axis. So now is the tricky part. මේවා පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ මොනවාද කියලා මේ coordinates. මොකක්ද දෙන්නේ? y බිඳුව නම් x කීයද? 9 equals 1 over x squared. X squared equals 1 over 9. 1 over මේක එකක් වෙනවා minus 1 over 3. ඒ root කළාම plus minus දෙක වෙනවා. මේක plus 1 over 3. තේරුණාද නැද්ද? minus 1 over 3, 0 plus 1 over 3, 0. කැපෙන දැන් දෙක. Any questions? This is y equals 0 line. Y x axis and this is y axis. Any questions? Anyone has questions of drawing?
No, sir.
Okay, then the B part. Find the range of the possible values of k. Then මෙතන කියනවා the curve D has the equation y equals k x squared. So where k is a constant, given that C meets D at 4 distinct solutions. 4 කතාවක් තියෙන මේක x square එකක් නේ. x එකක් වුණොත් දෙකයි තියෙන්නේ. x square එකක් වුණොත් හතරක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. So 4 distinct solutions කියන්නේ ඔය line එක y equals kx square means it's a U shape, right? So U shape can cross where to have two solutions. එතකොට අපි කරන්නේ 1 over x squared minus 9 equal කරනවා kx squared. ඊට පස්සේ මොකද කරන්නේ? x squared එක ඔක්කොම වැඩි කරමු. 9x squared equals kx4. කොහොමද kx4 උනේ? I just multiplied the whole equation by x squared. Then kx4 plus 9x squared minus 1 equals 0. Okay. Then let kx square make a y කියලා ගන්න. b squared minus 4ac, it's a quadratic නේ, is equal, they say b squared minus 4ac, you have to get it. So what's the value? b is going to be 9 squared, which is 81, minus 4 times k times c is minus 1. Okay, so that's equal to what? What's the value? 81 plus 4k. 4 distinct solutions. What do you mean by that? Is larger than 0. Because 2 solutions තියෙනවානේ. x square එකට 4 solutions තියෙනවා. තේරෙනවද? So k is what then? K is අපි minus 4 over 81. So KL තියෙන values මොනවාද? බිඳුවට වඩා වැඩි වෙන්න ඕනේ. K should be larger than what? K should be larger than 0 or less than minus 41 over 8. Minus 81 over 4, ne? Not 41 over. Why? Because you take it to other side, no? You take this to other side and solve, ne? මෙහෙම තියලා solve කරන්න බෑනේ. So 81 is minus 4k divided by minus 4. K is equal to minus 81 over 4. So that's why it's minus 81 over 4. So this is the inequality which can give 4 solutions. Any questions? Anyone has any questions? Aman, Janiru, Ling, and Namika Vivek. Any questions you all have?
No, sir.
Okay, everything is
No,
clear.
sir.
So that's the last question of the paper. Is it hard? Which parts are hard actually in this? The graph there. If you have any place in the entire paper which you want me to explain again, I can explain. So let me know if you have.
No, sir.
Okay then. All right then. So that's it with 2022 January paper. So next day we'll be doing 2021 October. All right, P1. So you have to do that and keep. I'll upload it in the group also. So 2021 October paper P1 you have to do and keep. Next week Friday 8 to 10 I'll do. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right then.
Yes, sir.
That's enough for today then.
Bye, sir.
Okay. Good night.
Thank you.